Have you ever heard people say, "We don't use contraceptives, we just do natural family planning"? Or maybe you've come across those who claim that natural family planning is just about avoiding sex during certain days of the month. But the real question is, how effective is it really? Can you rely on it if you truly want to prevent pregnancy? Or is it one of those methods that sounds good in theory but risky in practice? Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll have a full picture: facts, statistics, advantages, disadvantages, and even some surprising truths most people don't talk about. Welcome to today's video. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share it with someone who might find it useful. And as we go along, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment below and tell me what you think about natural family planning. Have you tried it, or do you know someone who has? Let's dive right in. First, let's understand what natural family planning actually is. In simple terms, it's a way of tracking a woman's natural fertility signals to know when she is most likely to get pregnant. Couples then either avoid intercourse or use barrier methods during those fertile days if they're trying to prevent pregnancy. Unlike hormonal contraceptives or devices like IUDs, natural family planning relies on being in tune with the body. No pills, no injections, no implants. It's sometimes called fertility awareness-based methods. Now, how does it work? There are a few techniques. The calendar method, where you track your cycle length month after month and estimate your fertile window. The basal body temperature method, where you take your temperature every morning before getting out of bed because a woman's body temperature rises slightly after ovulation. The cervical mucus method, where you monitor changes in cervical mucus since it becomes clearer and stretchier when ovulation is near. The symptothermal method, which combines all the above, tracking temperature, cervical mucus, and cycle patterns. Now here comes the big question. How effective are these methods? According to the World Health Organization and the CDC, when practiced perfectly, that means daily tracking, consistency, and absolute discipline. Natural family planning methods can be up to 95 to 98% effective. Yes, you heard that right. In theory, it can be as effective as some modern contraceptives. But here's the catch. In real life, most people don't use it perfectly. They forget to take temperatures, they misread body signals, or life just gets in the way. With typical use, the effectiveness drops significantly, to about 76 to 88%. That means out of 100 couples using natural family planning for a year, about 12 to 24 women will become pregnant. So why would anyone choose it if it's that risky compared to the pill, implants, or IUDs? Let's break it down. Advantages. It's completely natural, with no side effects from hormones. It's cost-effective. You don't need prescriptions, devices, or regular clinic visits. It helps women understand their bodies better, making them more aware of their fertility. It's acceptable to many cultures and religions that discourage or forbid artificial contraceptives. And it can also be used in reverse. Couples trying to conceive can use it to increase their chances. But let's not ignore the disadvantages. It requires strict discipline and commitment. Both partners have to be actively involved. It does not protect against sexually transmitted infections. Stress, sickness, and lifestyle changes can affect fertility signals, making it easy to miscalculate. And honestly, abstaining or using other methods during fertile days can be difficult for many couples. Now here's something interesting. Studies have shown that when couples receive proper training from health professionals, natural family planning success rates improve dramatically. In fact, a research study published in the journal Contraception found that the symptothermal method, when taught and followed correctly, had a failure rate of less than 2% per year. But when couples tried to self-teach using apps or incomplete knowledge, failure rates were much higher. Speaking of apps, yes, technology is changing the game. There are now fertility tracking apps and wearable devices that can monitor temperature and predict fertile days with algorithms. Some of these apps are FDA cleared, but they still come with warnings. They work best when users are highly consistent. So even with technology, discipline is key. So, let's come back to our main question. Is natural family planning effective? The answer is, it depends. If you and your partner are highly committed, willing to track daily, and avoid risky days, it can be very effective. But for most people, especially busy couples, it tends to be less reliable than other forms of contraception. That said, effectiveness is not the only factor people consider. Some couples choose it for spiritual or personal reasons. Others want to avoid side effects from hormonal contraceptives. And for those couples, understanding both the strengths and weaknesses is vital. Let me share a quick example. Imagine a couple trying to avoid pregnancy, but they're not very consistent with charting cycles. They skip some temperature checks, misinterpret cervical mucus, and decide to take chances a few times during the fertile window. In such cases, pregnancy is highly likely. On the flip side, another couple who are fully committed, charting daily, double-checking signals, and abstaining during fertile days may successfully avoid pregnancy for years. So the truth is, it's not just about the method, it's about the user. Now, let's quickly compare natural family planning with some modern contraceptives. Birth control pill, around 91% effective with typical use. Condoms, around 85% effective with typical use. IUDs and implants, over 99% effective. Natural family planning, 76–88% with typical use, up to 98% with perfect use. See the difference? It's all about consistency. Before we wrap up, here are some important tips if you're considering natural family planning. Get trained by a qualified health professional. Don't just rely on guesswork. Combine methods, for example, tracking mucus plus temperature, is safer than one method alone. Be ready for the level of discipline it demands. It's a lifestyle commitment, not a casual choice. Remember, it does not protect against STIs, so use condoms if that's a concern. So, final verdict: natural family planning can be effective, but it is not for everyone. It requires patience, education, and partnership. If you're thinking of trying it, make sure you and your partner are both on the same page and prepared for the commitment it takes. What do you think? Do you believe natural family planning is worth it? Or would you rather stick to modern contraceptives? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on health, wellness, and lifestyle. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.